Samantha, a teenager from the US, was backpacking through northeast Thailand, Isan, and she couldn't stop laughing at the local customs. Everywhere she went, she saw these small bowls of fruit and incense left on street corners. She snorted to herself. The bowl shattered, fruit scattering across the pavement, the incense stick snapping. Locals stared, their faces a mix of shock and disapproval. Whatever, she muttered, brushing it off and walking away. But that night, in her hotel room, things started to get weird. The lights began to flicker on and off. The shadows on the walls seemed to stretch and twist, moving when she wasn't looking. A faint whisper slithered through the air. "You. Dare." She froze, her heart pounding. The whisper echoed louder this time, seeming to come from every corner of the room at once. Then she saw them. Small bare footprints, appearing one by one out of nowhere, leaving wet marks on the wooden floor. They were moving towards her bed. Samantha let out a choked gasp as something ice cold brushed against her ankle. She whipped around, but there was nothing there. Just an empty room. Suddenly, a sharp knock at her window made her jump. She backed away from it, her eyes wide. The single knock turned into 3 rapid, heavy bangs, as if something was desperately trying to get in. She couldn't take it anymore. She screamed, bolted out of her room, and ran into the dark alleyway outside. The lanterns hanging between the buildings flickered violently, casting dancing, monstrous shapes on the walls. In the gloom, she saw them. Small, crouched figures darting between the shadows. They were picking up the scattered fruit and broken incense sticks she had kicked earlier. But as they worked, they'd turn their heads, just for a split second, and their faces would twist into wide, unnerving grins before they vanished back into the darkness. She tried to run, but the alley seemed to twist and turn, becoming an endless maze. Every corner she took, every street she ran down, led her right back to that same desecrated shrine. And then she felt it again, that same icy grip on her ankle, but this time it was stronger, pulling her down. She screamed as she stumbled and fell. They say if you disrespect what you don't understand, the spirits will follow you. And some say you can still hear their whispers right before the lights flicker out. Sometimes disrespect comes back, alive. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.